Today we're making honey barbecue beef burgers. These things look and smell absolutely incredible. They're done in about 45 minutes and 35 grams of protein each, and then the perfect grab and go snack or dinner for whenever you need them. Here's everything you need: lean beef mince, brown or yellow onions, seeded brioche burger buns or a burger bun of your choice, cheddar cheese, barbecue sauce, honey, Worcestershire sauce, and a few pantry spices. Now, starting with the onions, and these go on first because they need the most time, I'm going to use 3 or 4 brown or yellow onions, depending on how big they are. You're going to peel them and half them, and then slice these as thin as possible. The thinner the slice, the faster and more evenly the onion caramelizes. If you have thick, uneven slices, some pieces will burn and others will still be raw, so thin and even throughout. Get these straight into a pan with 1 tablespoon or 14 grams of unsalted butter over a medium-low heat with a pinch of salt. From here, it's about 25 to 30 minutes, stirring every 5 minutes or so, and low and slow is what transforms a raw, sharp onion into something deeply sweet, jammy, and golden. If you do rush them, you'll just end up with browned onions. It's a completely different result, and it's not what we're going for. In the meantime, we can add 700 grams or 1.5 pounds of lean beef mince into a bowl. Add in 1 teaspoon each of onion and garlic powder, and a teaspoon of smoked paprika, plus salt and a little bit of cracked black pepper, about 15 cracks worth. Mix it well with clean hands, just so that seasoning is evenly distributed through every single bit of the mince, and you want that flavor throughout, not just on the outside. To finish off the prep, we need 150 grams or 5.3 ounces of cheddar cheese or Monterey Jack, preferably that, it's a lot better. Freshly grated on a box grater, and taking your time to grate your own cheese really does make a difference. Pre-shredded cheese is coated in starch to stop it from clumping in the bag, and that same coating stops it melting as smoothly, and 2 minutes of extra work is absolutely worth it. Now, going back to the onions, you can cook these for a lot longer than 30 minutes. However, I've just left it for the 30 minutes. I think they're perfect for this recipe. If you want to intensify that flavor, you can cook them for up to 2 hours. Once you're happy with them though, we can then remove them from the stovetop and then set them aside. Now, get a large pan over a maximum heat and get this smoking hot. The seasoned beef can go in immediately, pressed flat across the entire pan. Depending on the fat content, you may need to add a little bit of extra oil, but if you are using a fattier beef, you can leave it out completely. Like I said, spread this out and leave it undisturbed for anywhere between 2 to 5 minutes. A deep caramelized crust needs to form on the bottom before you touch it, and that crust is where all of the flavor lives. That dark crust on the bottom is exactly what you want to see, so we can start breaking it up, toss it through, and press it flat again for another minute to build more of that color and flavor throughout the whole batch. And we want to evaporate any water content that has come out of this. Now, for the sauce, we can add in 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. It just creates a nice little depth, followed by 60 grams or 2 ounces of your favorite Smoky barbecue sauce, and 2 teaspoons or 14 grams of honey. Reduce the heat to medium and then toss everything together, and that sauce caramelizes almost immediately, coating every piece of beef in that glossy honey barbecue sauce, and then we can remove it from the heat. Now, I'm using brioche buns for this. We're going to need 6. Lay them out onto a baking tray, and we're going to place these under the grill or broiler for about 1 to 2 minutes until lightly toasted. These ones didn't quite fit on the tray, so just be careful with that because the top ones will burn a lot quicker, so you might need to rotate if your tray isn't that big. Once that's done, spread out the bun bases and then add a generous layer of that freshly grated cheese on the bottom. We want to add about half of it because we're going to save the rest of the cheese for later on. This melts directly into the beef from underneath and gives you that cheesy base layer in every single bite. The honey barbecue beef can then get divided between the 6 bases. Take your time here and make sure every single burger gets the same amount, and try not to make as big of a mess as what I did here. A generous spoonful of those caramelized onions can go on top of each one, and don't be shy with it. Make sure you use the whole lot and spread them evenly. It is designed to be quite loaded. An optional ingredient is to add some dill pickle slices on next. The acidity does cut straight through the richness of the beef and cheddar and balances the whole thing perfectly, but of course if you don't like them, you don't have to use them. Once that's done, we can then place these back into a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius or 390 degrees Fahrenheit fan forced for about 6 to 8 minutes until the cheese is melting and bubbly. I recommend letting these cool down for about 5 minutes before touching, but in the meantime, we can place the top buns back on, and I like to add a sauce of choice here. I've just gone with a regular barbecue sauce. These look golden, cheesy, and completely loaded, and exactly what we want to see. Allow them to cool slightly and then wrap each burger individually in foil. These will keep in the fridge for up to 4 days, and that foil does keep everything together, or the food safe paper, and just heat them up until they're nice and hot. So with all of that said and done, we can then dig in. That is what I'm talking about. The beef tastes absolutely incredible. You've got those nice caramelized onions, add a little bit of sweetness. You've got the acidity from the pickles. Of course, it's completely optional. And then that smokiness from the barbecue sauce. Absolutely delicious, and I cannot wait for you to try it.